For here on my left, I have Anirved, I have Virat, I have Nathan. On my right, Advith, Nathan, and Sienna. All of them have made it to the fourth grade history finals, the U.S. History B finals, and are great competitors. We've got 30 questions ahead of us. 40 is your target score to go out on. My name is McKinney. I'll be your moderator. Raven will be scorekeeping, as will Scott. And we've got Ian, correct? Who's going to be doing the scoreboard. Good luck, everybody. Are we ready to start with toss-up one?
Yes.
Okay. Once again, good luck. Opening the questions right now. Here we go with toss-up number one. The only black attendee at this event, that's a buzz over here on green 3. Yeah, that's 6 points for green 3. Excellent buzz. Great start. Toss-up 2. This text allowed the province of Quebec to be admitted, whereas all other territories needed to receive the approval of 9 states. In 1781, Maryland became the final state to ratify this text after its buzz on green 2, or green 4. I'm sorry, that's incorrect. That would be a -2 for green 4. After it's over here.
Constitution?
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. That would be a -2 for red 4. After it's, that's on red 5. That is 5 points for red 5. Toss-up 3. 8-year-old John White chopped down a tree to save this man who had fallen into a fork between branches. At a sermon in Mansfield, Ohio, this man supposedly replied to a preacher, "Here's your primitive Christian." Founding his first orchard at Isaac Stadden's farm, that's over here on red 3. That is correct, and that is still 5 points for red 3. Toss action should be done with all deliberate speed. This Supreme Court case struck down a policy once upheld in.
Versus EV board of education.
I need a little bit more. Thank you. I needed brown. That is 5 points for green 3. Toss-up number 5. This country was targeted by the punitive expedition which followed the 1914 raids by Pancho Villa. Tensions would score check after 10. This program was not an accrued property rights system per the case Fleming versus Nestor. In 1940, Ida Mae Fuller became the first person to receive a monthly check from this program, which is correct. 5 points for red 3. Toss-up 7. This person joined the crew of Benjamin Hornigold and captured La Concorde before the 11th vice at 3. Tossing after his horse fell on his leg. This president's administration.
Just massive?
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. That will be a -2 for red 4. Administration aggressively pursued foreign expansion by authorizing. I'm sorry, that's incorrect. That will be a -2 for green 3, authorizing the Ostend Manifesto. And this president was nicknamed the New Hampshire Doughboy, succeeding Millard Fillmore for the points named this.
What was?
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. That's also going to be a -2 for red 5. That's the third buzz, so that will end the question on Franklin Pierce. Toss-up 10, after which we will do a score check. This work of art was purchased by the Art Institute of Chicago after its creator entered it into a competition there. Byron McKee is 4 points for red 3. And we are at our first score check.
All right, so right now we have Honorvid with 25. We have Advith with 9. We have Nathan Wine and Nathan Rosas with 3. We have Barat with -4 and Sienna at 0.
All right. Good luck, everybody. Remember, the target score to go out on is 40. Toss-up 11. After being proposed by the Blaine Act, this amendment was added to the Constitution when Utah ratified it in 1933. This amendment was the only one which was ratified. That is correct. 5 points for red 5. Toss-up 12. Defending forces at this battle under Patricio Montejo anchored near the Cavite Arsenal aboard the Reina Cristina. Aboard the USS Olympia, the victorious Commodore at this battle ordered his captain, "You may fire when ready, Gridley." A May 1st, 1898 naval victory for George Dewey in the Philippines.
Battle of Manila Bay.
Manila Bay is correct. That is 4 points for green 4. Toss-up 13. Until 1986, this organization's Regulation Q limited rates on NOW accounts. The board of governors of this organization work at the Paul Philippe Cret designed Mariner S. Eccles Board Building. A bill introduced by Carter Glass led to the creation of this lender of last resort. For the points named this organization, which acts as the American Central Banking. Federal Reserve is correct. That is 4 points for green 3. Toss of 14. During this battle, Milo Reno created the Farmers Holiday Association, during this decade, Milo Reno created the Farmers Holiday Association, which used slogans like stay at home, buy nothing, sell nothing. In this decade, to lower surpluses, the government passed the Agricultural Adjustment Act, featuring the devastation of the prairies and the Dust Bowl for the points.
1930s.
That is correct. That is 4 points for green 4. Toss of 15. During a 26-day struggle, Marines fought house to house to recapture the citadel in Kuwait during this campaign, which prompted Walter Crump. I'm sorry, that is incorrect. That is a -2 for red 4, which prompted Walter Cronkite to declare that a certain war was a stalemate. This campaign was launched as a surprise during a namesake Lunar New Year holiday. Tet offensive is correct. That's points. Green 4. Toss of 16. We will do another score check at 20. Hi.
It's got a -6. It's not -6.
Okay, let's do a score check now and just make sure everybody agrees.
Yeah, it should be.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. That's right.
Toss of 16. To capture this fort, previously called Carillon, one man may have told Captain William de Laplace that he was given authority to Fort Ticonderoga or siege of Fort Ticonderoga. So that is 5 points for green 5. Toss of 17. During this battle, units landing on yellow and red beaches struggled to move equipment through shifting ash while advancing toward airfield number 1. 2 separate American flags were raised on top. Iwo Jima is correct. That's 5 points for red 3.
Was that green? Was it green for that last one?
It was green 4.
That's
Yep.
And then this one.
Red 3. Yep.
Right. And this is 4 points.
That last one was for 5 points. Yep, as was the previous. Toss of 18. Pursued by thousands of U.S. and Mexican troops, this leader finally surrendered in 18. I'm sorry, that's incorrect. And that will be a -2 on green 3. Surrendered in 1886 to General Nelson A. Miles after negotiations involving Lieutenant Charles Bear Gatewood. I'm sorry, that's incorrect. That's a -2 for red 3. This Chiricahua Apache medicine man later became a member of Buffalo Bill's Traveling Wild West show. I'm sorry, that's also incorrect. That'll be a -2 for red 5. That will end the question on Geronimo. Geronimo. Toss up 19. One participant in this battle, Dr. Joseph Warren, was killed while fighting as a volunteer officer. During this battle, William Prescott reported 5 points for red 3. And then we've got toss of 20, after which we will do a score check. In 1961, Robert S. McNamara resigned the presidency of Ford Motor Company to assume this governmental office. Former
Secretary, what?
either one is acceptable. That is 5 points for red 3.
All right, so right now we have Honorvet with 38 points. Nathan has 20. Advit has 11. Or Nathan Wang has 20 points. Advit has 11. Nathan Rosas has 6. Sienna has 0. And Barat is at -6.
Right. So it looks like one more positive buzz, and we'll have our champion. Right. Toss up 21. This man described walking from Kentucky to Florida in a 1,000-mile walk to the Gulf. This activist, who accompanied Theodore Roosevelt on a night journey in Yosemite, that is correct. Continue to play to get our other finalists. Toss of 22. This 2-word name finishes a 1955 work titled The Strange Career of This Name, and said by Martin Luther King Jr. to prove that segregation was a political stratagem. Thomas D. Rice performed as a character with this two-word name based on a folk trickster and adapted a traditional song of enslaved workers that included this name in its title, used to name Southern laws enforcing.
Jim Crow.
Yep, that is still 5 points, and that is green 4.
What's this?
5 points to green 4. Toss of 23. This woman wrote a work on Jack Frost called The Frost King, which was thought to be plagiarized from Margaret Canby. In her autobiography, this person described the moment when she realized that her teacher was symbolizing water by moving fingers on her.
Helen Keller.
4 points to green 4. Toss of 24. This author of Black Reconstruction in America served as editor of the magazine The Crisis, and this Harvard-trained civil rights activist wrote The Talented Ten. A co-founder of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People and the author of The Souls of Black Folk. For the points, who was this activist?
Frederick Douglass.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. That'll be a -1 for red 4. I'm sorry, that's incorrect. That will be a -1 for red 5. That's time. You're close. It's W.E.B. Du Bois.
Twice.
Yep. Sorry, I had already called time, so I can't take it. But yeah, W.E.B. Du Bois. 24 drops. This is toss of 25. This state disputed. Thank you very much. This state disputed one border with its northern neighbor in the Toledo War, and one city in this state's southwest was known as Porkopolis for its meatpacking industry. This state was the first post-colonial free state admitted to the Union, and this state was the birthplace of James Garfield. William, over here.
Kansas.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. That will be a -2 for red 4. William McKinley was also born in Ohio is correct. That's 4 points for green 4. Toss of 26. During the late 19th century, organizations representing this group of people, including the National Range, opposed railroad monopolies. The vast. I'm sorry, that's incorrect, and that will be a -2 for red 4. The vast majority of the rebels in Shays' Rebellion, which erupted. That is correct. That is 5 points for red 5. Toss of 27. In the 19th century, the reformer Horace Mann championed the expansion of this kind of institution through the Common Movement, arguing that it could promote civic virtue. A yeshiva is a Jewish-focused example of one of these institutions. A 1925 ruling against John Scopes in Tennessee dealt with
teaching.
a prompt.
Teaching of evolution.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. That'll be a -2 for green 3. Over here.
Universities.
I will take that. The answer is schools, but a university is a city. So that will be 4 points for red 4. Toss of 28. In reaction, I'm sorry. Yep, 4 points. In reaction to the introduction of this bill, the appeal of the Independent Democrats was issued by Salmon P. Chase, stating that this law would create a region of despotism inhabited by masters and slaves. Introduced in the Senate by Stephen A. Douglas and repealing the.
Compromising the teacher.
Sorry, that's incorrect. That'll be a -2 for green 3. And repealing the. That is correct. That is 5 points for green 5. Let's do a quick score check before we get into the last team.
All right. So right now we have Nathan Wang is at 33 points. We have Nathan Rosas at 10, closely followed by Advent with 7, and Sienna with 5, and then Barat is at -7.
Wait, it says Advent with
6.
And the 6.
Never ends. I have ended at 7. I have a 6, a 5, a -2, a 4, a -2, a -2, -2 for 7.
Okay. Are we good? All right. Toss 29. Soldiers under Nelson Miles were ordered to respond to this event, in which Richard Olney ordered injunctions to be used against participants, beginning in Chicago with a boycott organized by the American Railway Union and leading to the arrest of Eugene B. Debs. For the points, what is this collection of 1894 strikes? That is correct. That is 4 points for green 3. Toss up 30. During the Mexican-American War, This leader directed the successful amphibious siege of Veracruz. At the outbreak of the Civil War, this aging general devised
Scott?
5 points for Red 4. All right, well done, everybody. What do we have, Raven?
All right, so our final scores have in sixth place we have Barat with -2. In fifth place we have Sienna with a score of 5. In fourth place we have Nathan Rosas with and Nathan Rosas with a score of 10. Third place, we have Advit with a score of 11. Second place, we have Nathan Wang with a score of 33. And our champion is Enervit.
Go to Orlando M or Orlando N for